Alright, let's get this thing going. I think it's just pretty much a long time coming. Yeah. Very long time coming. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the entire universe that we call Earth, and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to be discussing the world of bisexuality and myths and the things or the stigma that gets attached to that and the myths, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So this is technically not a coming out video for me, because to me coming out is pretty much pointless. It's just, to me, I don't really give a crap about whatever people think of me or anything like that, but I will, yeah. So let's just get on with it. So I have written down 8 myths or stigmas that bisexuals are, slapped, not physically but mentally, or, just like it's pretty much a judgment call, like slapped against them. I wouldn't say that either, but yeah, let's just get on with the 8 myths. I won't take up too much of your time. I may or may not. So yeah, and I'll go over one by one, and I'll tell you what I really think of it. I've seen a lot of mess and what not to say to bisexuals on Tumblr and Facebook and all that. So I'll tell you point blank what I think. So here we go. Number 1, bisexuals don't exist. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what I think in 2 words. They do. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the reason why that stigma is there is not only straight people are discriminating bisexuals, but gays are as well, because bisexual means you're physically and sexually attractive to both genders, both female and male. They're not either straight and they're not either gay. And that's where the straights and the gays discriminate bisexuality. And it's not, yeah, it's like you can't be with unless you're with the same gender, you are gay. If you're with the opposite gender, you're straight. Well, I'm sorry, bisexuals don't work that way. They are attracted to both genders, no matter who they're in a relationship. So, number 2, bisexuality is just a phase. Now, I thought this over for a while, and to some people it can be a phase, it can be some kind of an experiment. They don't know if they're really gay or straight or just or bisexual. Yeah, because when I thought, when a lot of people think it's just a phase and they'll grow out of it, some do, some don't. But it, to me, is more like a experimental open relationships. Again, along with number 2, I really thought this over. straights can be, in open relationships or poly, or gays can be in open relationships or poly, or bisexuals can be open relationships and poly. Again, this just goes back to you're just singling out one orientation from another. Gays, straights, and bis can be in open relationships, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with people being in open relationships, but to me, it's all about consent. It's all about knowing what you're getting into, because if you're gonna be in a open relationship or a poly relationship, you're gonna have to let your partners know, not say who you're with, like hanging out or anything like that, like that you're in multiple relationships, and that goes back to consent. So yeah, it's all about consent. It's all about considering other people's feelings. So yeah, it goes back to that. So I know quite a few people, straight and not, are in open and polyamorous relationships, and again, I'm cool with that. It just goes back to who am I to control? As long as everybody's happy. So this goes to goodness, sorry about that. Dang phone calls. This is why I don't film during the day. This goes back, stupid phone calls, I swear to God. Number 6 is bias and commitment, and, they just wanna, it's just basically people are saying that bias are afraid of commitment. They'll just go from one relationship to another. Mostly, I would have to say I can't say that's not the case, and I can't say that is the case, but it's in between. It depends on the person, really, and how they roll. As to whether they commit. Some people are either gay, straight, or bi, or whatever, and they don't want to be in a relationship, and that's cool. That's fine. Okay. And number 7, all women are bi. Okay, how can I explain this one? All women are bi. I know a lot of women who are straight. I know women who are lesbian. There is a such thing called as bi curiosity. And, oh Jesus. Yeah. So again, it depends, it's whether women are experimenting, whether they are or not interested in or attracted to other women, I should say, or something like that. But I know people who are 100% straight since birth, and I know people who are 100% lesbian since birth, and I know people who are 100% bi since birth, or when they were fully aware of their sexuality. Last but not least, number 8. All bis want threesomes. This is another I can't say no or I can't say yes. Not all bisexuals want threesomes. And it also goes to not all bisexuals want to be in open relationships. And most bis are pretty much either monogamous, polyamorous, or just doesn't want nothing to do with a relationship, and an attachment goes with that in general. But saying that all bisexuals want threesomes, that's kind of like, goes back to number 3. We want to fuck any person that walks. And I'm not throwing number 8 out the window, but it's just like, it's like you can't win, you can't lose with stigmas. So, yeah. It sucks. It really sucks, and you can't win either way, whether you're an LGBT or whatnot. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I guess. Yeah, okay. Can't speak today. I can't think. My mind's not in processing mode. My mind's almost brain dead. I only got 4 hours of sleep, so I'm just working with what I'm working with. So, yeah. Yeah, it just goes back to, to me, and my opinions are different than others, and that's okay. That's the beauty of opinions. Everybody has them. So, to me personally, with the person that is coming out as a bisexual, it depends on the person whether coming out as a bisexual is a great importance or not, because it's not really gonna. To some people, it will matter. It depends on how they were raised, or what other people think of them, or or just pretty much scared, because this is pretty much the reason why. I guess the reason why I'm talking fast or looking down, other than me looking at the piece of paper with my shitty handwriting. Yeah, I have to laugh at myself sometimes when I'm nervous. So, I guess to me coming out, this is not a coming out story for me, because me coming out is not a necessary kind of thing, because I know that, not all people are going to accept me. I know my family is probably, I can't say probably, I know my family is going to be very accepted of me. It's not going to change, how I do things or something like that, because, being gay, lesbian, straight, or transgender does not really change who a person is personally, or how they work, or how they take care of their children, or how they live their life in general. It's just pretty much who they are as to how they are attracted to a person. Yeah. So, I am what they call, or, yeah, to me, I'd rather not put myself in a label or or anything like that, because, if I'm with somebody, I have to, be emotionally attached to them. I just can't go with looks alone, because me personally, if you go with looks alone and their personality is pretty much, controlling and shitty and, verbally or domestically abusive, then, that's just pretty much, yeah, I'd rather not go by just looks alone. I mean, looks is fine and stuff like that. It's just, the personality has to, you know, go with it as well. I mean, you can be good looking and be a shitty person. Meaning you treat people like shit and, and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who are pretty much hot as hell, but when they show their true colors on how they treat people, it's pretty much a game changer altogether. So, yeah, I just don't go by looks alone. I have to feel, I have to be emotionally attached to the person. So, and I guess, and if I had to put a label on myself, because I really hate putting myself in labels, and I know I'm going to lose a lot of people, either lose people or have no contact, or gain or lose subscribers. And again, this is not a coming out video per se, but if you want to call it a coming out video, then that's your forte. But I am considered a bi-demisexual, meaning I'm explained that bisexual is attraction to both men and women, and demisexual is having no sexual activity until you have it's only if you feel a physical attraction to somebody. So yeah, that's who I am. I guess that's how the world is probably gonna label me. I don't care. I don't really give a care about what other people think of me, because I'm still, the outspoken, selfless person that I am. I'm married to a man, but that doesn't mean I'm straight. I'm still physically attracted to women as well. So, yeah, and I've known this for quite a while time. It's, I've always felt something towards women. I didn't know what it was at the time growing up, and that's like a long, long time ago. I'm talking about since high school. So, yeah, I didn't know what it was until last year, and, my husband's aware of it, and he doesn't, and he's accepted me, and I've told several friends about it, and, they've accepted me as well, because the sexuality is not who a person is what they do and how they present themselves to the world. It doesn't affect how they work. It doesn't affect how they, again, take care of their kids, or if you have children, or their pets. It doesn't really change their way of life, unless someone's saying, well, being gay or lesbian or sexuality is wrong. So, I know I'm not going to be accepted or liked towards a lot of people, and again, I don't want those kind of people in my life. And, that's fine. If they want to look at me that way, that's fine too. They're not, I'm not saying, I can't say that they're missing out or whatever, or they're lost, because that's kind of egotistic to me in a way. So, yeah. It's like, I'm a bi-demisexual. Take it as you will. I'm warning you right now, I give 0 fucks as to what you think of me. And if that is a game changer to you, if I've known you for so long and I just barely came out and you don't want nothing to do with me, then I'm sorry today, you're a shitty person in general. And if you take that to heart, well, whatever. I can't change how you think of me or what I say, because, words hurt sometimes. So this is the longest video I've ever done. Before the phone call interruption, I just wanted to clear any basis as to what bisexuality is, and just doing the sexuality thing in general. don't expect much of anything from me, from the sexuality thing. If that's your, if you want to know, if you have any questions about sexuality in general, whether it's straight, bisexual, gay, lesbian, transgender, intersex, asexual, demisexual, whatever, or anything in general, or you just need to, whatever, leave a comment. Just, leave a comment down below. You can follow me on my social medias, my Instagram, my Tumblr, and my Facebook page for this channel. I prefer to keep my main one private for many, many, many reasons. So, yeah. And, it's just saying, don't be afraid of who you are. You don't being LGBT is not a chosen thing. You are born as to who you are as a person, and being gay, lesbian, whatnot, does not change who you are as a person or how you go along in life. It doesn't affect how you work, or it doesn't. It's just, sexuality is sexuality. I mean, I don't go after straights saying, when did you decide to be straight? I'm not that way. It's because, a lot of people are saying, well, you were born gay. You are not born gay. It's like, when did you choose to be straight? Yeah, most of the time that shuts them up pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm not here to change people's beliefs. I'm not here to change how people think of me, or how people are going to approach me, or anything, because again, I give zero fucks as to how people think of me, or who I am based on my bisexuality, because I'm still the same person that a lot of people have known for many, many years, and my sexuality is not going to change any of that. So again, thank you very, 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 very much for putting up with me for the longest video that I've ever done, which is probably going to be either over 25 minutes or a half hour, depending on how I edit this video. So there's going to probably be a lot of editing involved. I might do another video very, very soon. I got 2 projects within the works of editing. Please, please, please be patient with those, because that's going to contain, again, a lot of editing, and, a lot of cutting out, a lot of whatnots and stuff like that. I can't necessarily, I know one of them is going to be my blue hair transformation, and I can't really tell you about the other one, because I'm kind of, yeah. So expect more from me, but probably not much in sexuality or LGBT in general, unless it's requested. So, if you want more videos like this, let me know. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. If this, it really helps me. And I'm not doing this for shameless promotion or anything like that. So, thank you for watching, and remember, please be who you are. Don't let anybody treat you like shit. Don't let anybody tell you differently. You're beautiful or handsome the way you are. You can be who you want to be. Mind over matter. Yeah, I'm going homo jumbo here in positivity today. So yeah, just be who you are. Give zero fucks with what people think, and don't rush into coming out. Do it when you feel 100% comfortable and not pressured. So until next video, I will see you guys soon. Okay? Have a great day, great evening, great weekend, great week. And yeah. See you later.